Hello, and welcome to another episode of the 100,000 Reasons for Gratitude. Please join me as we look at life through a lens of happiness. In today's episode, I've been thinking a lot about gratitude for perfect timing. So let's say this is an expoundment of that. I am grateful for the perfect timing. Most times we tend to feel that things might be either a little bit too slow or a little bit too fast. This always happens most times because, of course, we are looking at things from the human perspective as opposed to the divine perspective. Lately, I've been contemplating of how everything always seems to be at the right moment and to be always working out for you or for me. Because I tend to use nature a lot as a guide. And if there is anything that represents harmony and rhythm, for me would be nature. Plants are just are. Trees are just are. Animals as well. There's almost this feeling of peace that resonates around them. And that's why we mostly like maybe going out for a nature walk and we get out of that environment feeling recharged. It could also be a safari that still counts. And most times you get out of it feeling in awe. Like, wow, nature is amazing, right? There's always a stillness that represents their existence as well as our existence, because we are all made by the divine, by God, and we cannot tell apart one element and another and act as if they're different, because we're all of the same, we're all in one. And I've noticed that most times why we tend to feel that nature has peace surrounding it is because there is no resistance. There is none at all. It's just being, it's almost like the great saying that just go with the flow. Everything seems to just go with the flow. It's going to be autumn. The tree knows I'm going to shed my leaves, and it's okay with that. It does not hold on to those leaves and say, I will not let this go. I will not allow them to dry up. I will not. No, they're just like, it's okay. Winter comes, might be cold for them. Some already, through the course of time, have created a resistance not a resistance really, but an adaptation that allows them to go through winter. And I wouldn't be shocked that winter might even be their best time because it's like a hibernation for them. And then here comes spring and then summer. Like everything just seems to be. But then when it comes to humans, there's a lot of resistance. It is this particular season of your journey, of our amazing existence on earth, but we tend to push and we tend to resist. Sometimes we tend to hold on because we maybe, if it was a very good stage, we feel like we need to hold on to it. But what if the relaxing, the breathing into that moment, not breathing out of it, no, breathing into it, just letting go, going with that flow as it is, enjoying it. In our episode on grateful for our answered prayers, we also realized that it's possible that most times we're blessed with something, you've prayed for it for a very long time, probably, or even a short time, depending on what it was that was in prayer. It's given. But because we have that resistance, you don't even get to enjoy it. Already you're thinking of the next thing in such a way that I need to hold on to this. So how can I hold on to this? Probably I'll hold on to this if I have more of it, or if I get something else that should supplement this. Hence, when this goes, it goes. Like, there's just so much tightness. That's the word. We have so much tightness, and sadly, the tightness reflects in everything. It will ricochet to your relationships, it will ricochet to your work, it will sadly ricochet to your body. Our bodies get the brunt of it. But what if, going back to the episode on be nature, we just be, we just allow the flow, just the flow to ride you. It's as if you're on a stream and you're just being carried by the waves. You're not fighting it. You're not trying to panic, imagining what's at the end of the corner. You're just floating with it. Just going. Because I don't think seasons would exist if they did not have a greater significance, and that greater significance, that is for the greater glory of God. Because that's the only existence that exists in the world. What if in this season, whichever it is for you, lean in. You would lean into it. You would breathe into it and just rest. Ride that flow. While we're riding it, we ride it with gratitude. So much gratitude. A reflection came back a while back, and I've been thinking through it most of the time. And now I'm seeing the relevance of it. Most times we tend to feel like the seasons are insignificant. It doesn't apply. It does. But what if our view is how amazing all these seasons are to your development, to your evolution, to your growth, to your living, to your creation? Because I bet your level of creating right now is not the same as your level of creating, let's say, 5 years back. There has been some growth. Either you willingly fell into that growth or unwillingly, but there has been a growth. Because we tend to do that a lot. Yeah, it's New Year is coming up, and hence the thing of New Year goals. The New Year goals, the New Year resolutions. And some people also take it a little bit more, and they're like, let me reflect on the previous year and see, what happened. What were my gains? What were my lessons? We do that. And when you do that, you realize that the previous year was not stagnant. There was growth. There was leaps, even for some. Even when you're not thinking about it, the growth exists. Everything you're praying for actually does exist. Then why are we fighting so hard? What is it that we're fighting? What if this day, this week, this moment, you make a resolution to go with the flow. Go with the flow in deep gratitude. Breathe into it with deep gratitude. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.